Swiss turned on the style in the last match of the group stages to give themselves a hope of making it to the last 16s. As for the Turkish team, they're going home with absolutely nothing. That's right, folks, back once again with another match review, looking back at the old Group A encounter between Switzerland and Turkey. And we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you do, where the heck you boys, smash your subscribe button, you're bang up to date with all things Euro 2020 related, Blackburn Rovers related, woo, football related. We got it all here, boys. That's right, boys and girls, of course. The Swiss turn on the flare, of course, as they edge closer to a possible round of 16 date. As for Turkey, they're going home. No dark horses, not them. No way, no bueno. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Big shout out to the VRPs. Who are they? I said the Patreons. That's right. Big shout out to you guys for your support of the channel. And if you are new to the area, check out the link down in the description. There is Patreon, Twitch, Discord, and of course, make sure you smash that subscribe. So here we go, guys. Here we bloody well go. Kick it all back and have a little look at the game, shall we? All the 3-1 winners, the Swiss over Turkey in Group A, the final match. Finally, the Swiss turned on the bloody style. That's right. Shaqiri Sererovic opened up the score in the 6th minute before Shaqiri decided to make his announcement or his arrival over in Group A as well with a banger. He also added a third on the 68th minute. That was, of course, the final goal of the game. Kahveci got Turkey's goal, but unfortunately that was too little, too late for them in the end. In a pretty much a one-sided affair. I wouldn't say one-sided. It was quite evenly spread with the possession. 50% in favour, or 51% in favour of the Swiss. 49% in favour of Turkey. But of course, they made their chances count. We had 10 shots on target for the Swiss, just 6 for Turkey. 6 of them off target. So 23 shots in total for the Swiss, 19 for Turkey. So you know what, they give a good account of themselves in this game. I just think the story was set after the Welsh defeat. They couldn't respond from that. Bit of a shocker. And they gave a fair account of themselves today. 10 shots on target for the Swiss, just 6 for the Turkish, of course, and not great. 688 touches for La Suisse, 669 for Turkey, 480 passes as well for Swiss, and 471 for Turkey as well. How about the pass success rate? 87% for Switzerland, 86 for Turkey. It's very, very narrow margins, but the only massive margin was in the scoreline. That's right. Aerial duels were won by Switzerland as well. More tackles on the ground by Turkey, so ultimately not the greatest. 8 corners apiece as well. 3-1 win. Yep, job done for the Swiss for the time being. Of course, it might be enough. It might not be enough. We'll have a look at the situation in a minute. We'll elaborate on all of that. Let's take a look at the what have we got going on here? We got the shot grid here. The Swiss are the light blue. As you can see, they peppered them quite substantially. As for the Turks, not too bad as well. A couple of other little light blue guys over here. I'm not too sure how all that pans out, but anyway, they consistently levered them a little bit, try to go and get some more goals, and Shaqiri finally, he knows what to do. He's a big time player, big time moment. This was a big time play for Switzerland, and of course they've given themselves a good chance to get to the round of 16. And they ain't no slouches. They can cause some problems as well, especially if it's a nervy encounter, which could be the case in the last of 16. We could see some really stodgy games. The Swiss heat map here. This is the keeper. Sommer between the sticks, of course, very, very active, keeping themselves on his toes. Preferring to come down the right-hand side, it looks like. Bossing some possession here, and again, some defensive third, holding some possession as well. As for the Turkish opposite end keeper, Mehibor Kakir between the sticks, very much bossed in midfield. They kind of owned this area here with a lot of touches as well. We can see the actual touch map right here. This is, of course, Sommer once again. Again, you can see where all the balls were touched by the Swiss players, and of course you can see where all the Swiss action was. Again, in this middle third, owned. Turkey owned it. But unfortunately, they didn't take their chances when they came about. The starting lineups then show Sommer between the sticks, Rodriguez, Akaji, Elverdi as well, Xhaka, Zubner, Frulia and Vidmer as well. Shaqiri in the mix, of course, getting a couple of goals. Embolo as well. Sererovic up top for La Suisse. As for Turkey, we had Kakir between the sticks, Selic, Demiral, Suchoy, Mulder at the back with Ayan, Kalioglu, Kahveci, Tufan, Under and Yilmaz. Up top against Kahveci with the goal. Quick, so let's take a look at the substitutions then, shall we, for the Swiss. So we did see Kevin and Bamboo coming on, Ruben Vargas as well, Lorias, Benito, Mehmedi as well, and Graganovic. As for Turkey, they did bring on Yokusulu, Turkus, Kenan Karaman, Yassi, and Okan Koku as well. So yeah, they tried to mix it up, but unfortunately they had no response. Okay, the old, of course, the match ratings. Shaqiri with an 8.8, absolute worldie today, and the keeper for Swiss also did very well with a 7.7. Steven Zubner on the left hand side here with an 8.8. As for Turkey, of course, their best man was Kahveci with the goal, 7.4, and Murdo was the left back as well with a lot of possession as well. Keeper 7.6, Kaki as well. Average age 28.3 for Turkey, 26 for Swiss. Got a bit. The average age for Switzerland 28.3. Turkey got 26. A bit of legs still in these. If you take out Yilmaz, I'm sure that will drop down even further. And 7.24 for Switzerland with a 6.79 average rating. Let's take a look at what's been said on social media then, shall we? Where are we? We're right about. We're here. Elton Jose de Lima, Switzerland and Turkey need a win and played an open game with many scoring chances. Switzerland was far superior and won 3-1 and could qualify in third place. They could AAB, thrilling end to the game. Switzerland thoroughly deserved to go through, and well done to them, and Wales for comfortably going through. Agar Bar said a good game now onto the permutations for Switzerland. Shaqiri is the only reason why Swiss are still in the mix for the top four. Third ranked teams. Who's this fella here? We got Bruce Willis, that's right, not that one. The Turks tried very hard. 18 blows on the gates of the Swiss. Scored a shit goal, but they are the main disappointment of this Euro. The player of the match is goalkeeper Shaqiri. Very sad, but applause to Turkey from Ukraine. Bruce Willis from the Ukraine. Anador said, how was that not a penalty when Xhaka got fouled in the penalty area? Again, we got robbed. I saw that. Got robbed of a clear penalty, just like against Wales. Anyway, I'm proud of the reaction this team has shown after the horrid game against Italy. Sahim Beko, Turkey will correct themselves and come again, reborn itself from the ashes. And Abar says, well deserved win. That's right. Again, if you are on the old social media, smash me up in the follow at Roverseas on Twitter. So take a look at the situation over in the group. It is over. Of course, Italy and Wales are home and hose. They're into the round of 16. As for the Swiss, it is their waiting game. Similar amount of points as Welsh. But of course, they've got a less goal difference, which could bite them in the arse. And I'll elaborate on that in a minute. Turkey, though, going home. Just the one goal scored all tournament. Conceded 8. Not great. So this is the situation in the bracket right here. I know it is early stages, only match day, only Group A is done and dusted. We can see Italy on this left-hand side. We can see Wales down there as well. The Dutchies also confirmed as group winners and also got their spot in this side of the bracket. As for the third place team, Switzerland do lead the charge at the moment, but of course they played one game more than everybody else. Of course, we'll see how all that pans out. What's going to bite them in the arse is this -1. We could see the likes of Denmark join this, but they will only have 3 points if they could turn it around. Some other teams, Scotland, what have they got? 1 point, they're not even in this. So we can see Finland got it all to do. They've got to beat the Belgians. It's going to be tough. Spain and Croatia still also in the mix, so it's a waiting game. Of course, they can't pack their back. They cannot go home until they find out, and of course they won't find out until probably Wednesday anyway. But that's it. That's the situation at the moment over in Euro 2020. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about this one. Are you happy about the Swiss's progress, or at least looks encouraging process? And what about the Turkish? Did they let you down? They let me a little bit down, but I do think there is still a team in there. They're just going to have to again focus on now the World Cup. Again, fortunately, it's not too long away. This time next year, the build-up for the World Cup will be on, and of course we're looking forward to that as well. So I am excited. We'll have extensive coverage of the World Cup, so Turkish fans, do not go anywhere. And of course, who's your team now? Who are you going to back now that Turkey are going to go home? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. I look forward to seeing you whenever your way come around. Of course, your one-stop shop for not only international football. We've got Premier League, we've got Bundesliga, we've got a lot of stuff going on here, and of course into the month of July we'll be looking at the Gold Cup with the likes of USA, Mexico, Canada, all those guys, all the other bit, the CONCACAF boys as well. So make sure you check that out. Until then, I'll see you soon for the next thumbs up, and of course smash your subscribe, and I'll see you soon for the next one, whenever that might be.